Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Everything was set for my dream wedding. I took a deep breath and stepped into the aisle. All eyes were on me, jaws dropping left and right. My heart pounded like crazy. I couldn't wait to see my groom. Wait, where is my groom? Standing there front and center were my 4 ex-boyfriends?
You really thought you could get away from us?
Like holy matrimony! How did my dream wedding turn into this absolute mess of a scandal? Hey everyone, I'm Ivy, and believe it or not, I used to be totally immune to love. Back in high school, I was the ultimate girl boss student council president. Serious, disciplined, and completely uninterested in teenage romance. But then, the universe had jokes. One fateful day, I was carrying a mountain of paperwork to the teacher's office when a basketball zoomed straight at my face. Before it could hit me, a strong hand snatched it midair. It was Mason, the Mason, basketball team captain, star player, literal heartthrob.
You okay?
I'm not okay. I mean, am I okay? Thanks?
You're cute. Here, let me help you.
From that day on, every time I saw Mason, my heart went wild. Even in class, I couldn't focus at all. My brain was just Mason, Mason, Mason. And of course, I passed out in class from overthinking. When I woke up, guess who was staring at me, grinning like I was the funniest thing ever?
Wanna walk home together?
I nodded like a total fool, completely clueless that my face had been doodled all over. Mason stood next to me, shoulders shaking as he tried to hold back his laughter. Ugh, so mischievous. I huffed and turned away all pouty, but before I could storm off, he quickly caught up and handed me a refreshing cold can of soda. Don't think this makes us even, mister.
Oh yeah? Then I gotta make it up to you. Come, I'll teach you how to play basketball.
And before I could even process, he dragged me to the court. This boy moved like a literal blur, dunking effortlessly while I just stood there processing my life choices. This is your idea of teaching? More like you showing off.
All right. Let me actually teach you.
Then he stepped behind me, placing his hands over mine to guide the shot. He was so close I could feel his breath on my neck. A shiver ran down my spine. Just as I was about to shoot, he kissed my cheek. I gasped and spun around, only to find Mason all flustered just like me. In the stillness of the empty basketball court, our eyes met, and right there, I had my first kiss. After that, Mason and I made it official. I was his #1 fan, cheering at every game like my life depended on it. He even introduced me to his adorable little brother. He would often help me with student council work, and whenever it was just the two of us, every little touch, every brush of our hands sent sparks through me like a jolt of electricity. Suddenly, his phone rang, snapping us out of the moment.
You coming home or what? Your brother's crying his lungs out. And where's my freaking booze? All you do is mess around with that girl.
Mason hung up immediately. His face darkened while I was just as flustered. He stammered out an apology before rushing off. And after that, he started skipping school. It took forever to finally see him again. But when I did, he ignored me completely. What's going on? Is everything okay at home?
Not your problem. Mind your own business. And from now on, stay away from me.
His words were like a knife piercing into my heart. Just like that, Mason disappeared. Teacher said he transferred overseas, but I didn't believe it. I went to his house and all I found was his dad, drunk out of his mind, surrounded by empty bottles. Mason and his little brother were gone, like they'd vanished into thin air. Years passed, but I never got over him. Even now, as a successful lawyer, I still couldn't love anyone else. Enough. It's time to move on. And then, like a sign from the universe, an ad popped up. Hidden Affection. The hottest dating show right now is holding a casting call. This was it. My shot at finally moving forward. I applied on impulse. And guess what? I got in. Filming day arrived and the producers led me to a private room, all ready for the show.
Welcome to Hidden Affection, the dating show where emotions run wild. We've got 9 single contestants, all searching for one thing: connection. Will they find their perfect match? Let's find out!
I took a deep breath as they handed me a phone. The rules are super simple. I could text other contestants, drop funny random facts, flirt outrageously, or have deep convos. But I couldn't know their name, age, job, or anything personal. And the biggest twist? I can only choose one person as my mystery crush, the one who truly made my heart race. And that's when I got a message from @Winkmaster.
I get the feeling that you're someone who's been through a lot and knows exactly what you want. I think I could learn so much from you. if you're willing to share.
Something about the way he talked. So mature, calm, warm, and effortlessly charming. He had to be the one. My mystery crush. And just like that, the bells chimed.
All right, everyone! You've all chosen your mystery crush! Now, your mission is to figure out who they are. If you guess correctly, you win $100,000! Let the game begin!
In the blink of an eye, I was whisked away to a luxurious mansion. One by one, the contestants showed up. But there was only one I couldn't take my eyes off. Dennis. A gorgeous doctor with a warm smile. I already felt locked in. But then, the final contestant appeared. Mason. He looked different. Taller, more mature. As his gaze met mine, he looked just as shocked as I was. And my heart was in a chokehold.
All right, everyone! It's time to start dating and find your mystery crush!
That's right. I was here to start a new chapter. So when Dennis invited me on a date, I immediately said yes. This was not the time to spiral over the past, Ivy. The picnic was picture perfect. Dennis was kind, attentive, and thoughtful. But I just couldn't stay present. Questions kept swirling around in my head. Why did Mason disappear? Where had he been all this time? Why did he end things between us in such a brutal way? And most importantly, was he my mystery crush? And just then, I saw Mason with another girl, all close and giggly. I clenched my teeth, kicked a random pebble to release some steam, except the stupid thing ricocheted all over the place and smacked me right in the forehead. Ow! That hurt my soul and my dignity. Thankfully, Dennis always carried a first aid kit. He carefully bandaged my wound up before gently blowing on it. The date ended, but my mind was still all over the place. I needed to face Mason. I needed answers. Only then could I finally move on. But this dude acted like I didn't even exist, laughing it up with random girls like we had never been anything. Ugh! What was I expecting? There was no way my mystery crush could be him. From now on, I was only focusing on the other contestants. The next day, I had a romantic pottery date with a sweet, artsy guy. Everything was going smoothly, until Mason and yet another girl conveniently waltzed right past us, blocking the camera. I lost focus and the clay exploded all over my face. Another time during my painting date with a handsome artist, he held my hand, guiding me gently. And guess who sat right in front of us, hand in hand with some girl? Mason. The moment she leaned her head against his shoulder, I literally tore my canvas in half. Oh, but that's not all. I got a rare chance for a one-on-one cooking session with a Michelin star chef. But just as I was getting into it, I spotted Mason and some girl feeding each other, giggling like a freaking rom-com. I was so pissed I accidentally set the pan on fire. The flames spread so fast even the chef panicked. Mason rushed over, grabbed the fire extinguisher, and completely doused the pan and me in foam. I literally looked like Olaf. At least he had the decency to walk me home. But the entire way, neither of us said a word, until a basketball rolled to Mason's feet. Without a second thought, he picked it up, dribbled a few times, then sank a perfect shot into a nearby hoop. I used to love watching you play. When you were on the court, you were always the best version of yourself.
I can only be the best version of myself when I'm with you.
My heart stuttered. The memories, everything we had, it all came rushing back, stronger than ever. Mason, you still have feelings for me, don't you? Just say it. Just admit it and I'd be all in.
I do, but I can't be with you, Ivy. You deserve better.
And suddenly, I understood. He was playing with my heart. That's all this was. I turned and ran. Ran and ran until I found myself at the huge party the show was hosting. I tried blending into the crowd, but my vision was blurry with tears. And then, my dress caught on a bush, tearing right down the side. Dennis appeared. He took off his jacket and wrapped it around my waist. Then he gently led me to a quiet corner.
Looks like I'll have to be your personal bodyguard to help you with all the trouble.
And you sure do wink a lot. Hey, wait, don't tell me you're at Winkmaster. I'm at Bubblegum Princess. No way, I picked you as my mystery crush.
Well, Bubblegum Princess, I picked you too.
Bingo, $100,000 in the bag. And yet, even though I won, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. Time passed and Dennis and I spent more and more time together. We went on dates, got to know each other, and I really tried. But no matter how much I wanted to, I just couldn't see him as anything more than a friend. Then one day I visited him at the hospital. As I stepped into his office, a patient file caught my eye. Oh, this man looks familiar. Wait, it's Mason's dad!
He was admitted weeks ago after a stroke. He's in a coma now, and there's no one here for him.
I froze. Did Mason even know about this? I rushed to the patient's room, and that was when I saw Mason. We sat down for coffee, and slowly he started talking. For the first time, he told me everything. He had known his dad was in the hospital for a while, but he couldn't bring himself to visit.
I left home because of him. He was never a good father. I could have handled it if it was just me, but my little brother, he deserved better. But no matter what, he's still my dad, and I abandoned him for years.
Mason, this wasn't your fault. You did what you had to do to protect yourself and your brother. Your dad, he has to take responsibility for his own actions. I squeezed his hand. I wish you had told me sooner.
I didn't want to pull you into my mess. You deserved better, so I did the stupidest thing. I pushed you away.
He finally looked up at me, his eyes filled with years of regret.
The moment I saw you again, all I wanted to do was hold you and forget everything, but...
He stopped, took a deep breath.
If I told you now that I wanted you back, would it be too late?
You're just now asking me that? Idiot! Get over here! We crashed into each other, holding on like letting go meant losing everything all over again. From that moment on, Mason never left my side again. And soon, we decided to get married. Everything was perfect. Except for one tiny problem. My groom was missing. And standing at the altar were my ex-boyfriends.
You really thought you could get away from us. You have to dance with us!
Then came the music. Before I knew it, they grabbed me, twirling me into a full-blown show-stopping wedding dance. My dress flowed, the lights sparkled, and I couldn't stop laughing. I thought you guys would be mad at me.
Mad? Nah. Even when you were with us, your eyes were always on Mason. We all saw it.
Well, did not expect my exes to be this emotionally mature. Dennis spun me around one last time, and when I turned back, Mason was there.
So, do you like the surprise I set up for you?
Oh, was this a surprise? Or were you just looking for an excuse to ditch the wedding?
Please, even if the sky was falling, I'd still marry you.
And so, in the middle of the chaos, in front of our friends, family, and my exes, Mason kissed me. A deep, intense, Mason-style kiss. And in that moment, I knew I had married the right person. I still couldn't believe what was happening. I woke up to find 3 guys staring right at me. One of them was busy cooking in the kitchen, while another walked out looking groggy with his baby face. And then, whoa, a 6-pack. No, scratch that. Another guy stormed in, his face scrunched up in frustration, sweat dripping down his chiseled muscles. I froze. This couldn't be real life. What the fudge? The scene was straight out of some cringy rom-com, yet here I was, the main character, living with 3 dudes. Wild, right? What do you think happens next? Drop a comment below and let me spill all the tea about this chaotic mess. I'm Jenny. For 16 years, I lived in the US with my parents, but after my sweet 16, I decided to chase my dream and study abroad in Korea. Obviously, my parents weren't thrilled. Don't sweat it, I've got this. I'll handle everything and head to Korea. Big words, but let's be real, I still needed their cash. Mom was low-key spiraling, but I figured she was just being dramatic. I was sure I could handle it, but reality slapped me hard that first night. The room I rented was tiny, musty, and made me sneeze non-stop. It gave off hardcore haunted vibes, and all those Asian ghost stories came flooding back. Yeah, I noped out of there by sunrise. With Korea booming for tourism, every decent room was booked. I was spiraling until I found a rental ad on social media. Hype mode activated. I didn't even wait for a reply. I just bolted to the address.
No vacancies. That post's 5 months old. We're already renting here.
Standing before me were 3 guys around my age. They spoke English and were clearly not into random visitors. I've got nowhere else to go. If I don't find a place, I'll have to sleep on the streets tonight.
We might have a spare room. Are you serious? She's a stranger. What if she has bad intentions, like those scammers?
Excuse me? I did not look like a scammer. Just a poor homeless girl trying to survive.
But we can't just leave a vulnerable girl out there.
Bingo! Hope sparked. Sleeping outside in a foreign country? No thanks. After some back and forth, they reluctantly let me crash until I found a new place. Thinking back now, I still felt out of my depth. I promised myself to keep my guard up and find a new spot as soon as possible.
Yo, Jenny! Breakfast is ready!
The one knocking was Henry. He's a year younger, Korean-American, and a total sweetheart. He was the first to back me up. The breakfast table felt awkward. I wasn't sure how to act around these guys. I glanced around. Lucas, American, the oldest by a year, and he had a mature, serious vibe. This guy looked like someone who had his life together. Then there was Daniel, the moody one. He always seemed ticked off, like I owe him $1 million. The table was loaded with Korean food. I grabbed the chopsticks, but they slipped right out of my hands and hit the floor. Daniel snorted, but before I could get salty, Lucas handed me a fork. Maybe he wasn't as intimidating as he seemed. Over the next few days, I scoured every corner of Seoul, searching for a place. My broken Korean got me nowhere, just a lot of head shakes and disappointed looks. One day, a super friendly guy offered me a sweet deal on a place near downtown. Since I looked young, he even gave me a discount if I paid 2 months up front. He kept pushing me to hurry, saying it wouldn't last. Desperate, I paid and went back to pack. But when I told Daniel about it, he dropped a bomb.
You got scammed.
What? No way! As much as I hated to admit it, he was right. The guy ghosted me and the house wasn't even his. My savings were gone. I had nowhere to go.
You gotta be smarter about these things. But hey, you can stay here.
Wait, seriously? For real? They let me stay. Maybe living with 3 guys wouldn't be such a nightmare after all. To show my gratitude, I decided to cook them a bomb meal. I'd heard Koreans love spicy food. So I whipped up some fire tteokbokki. I placed the steaming dish on the table and everyone looked a little wary. Lucas took the first bite, then the others followed. I watched eagerly. Lucas kept a straight face, but I noticed his face turning red. Daniel burst into a coughing fit, practically choking. Henry chugged his water like his life depended on it. You guys okay? I took a bite of the tteokbokki. The moment it hit my tongue, the intense spiciness made my head spin. Henry quickly handed me a glass of water, but my mouth had already gone numb. I was pretty sure our taste buds were wrecked. Yet, not wanting to make me feel bad, we all powered through, finishing the disaster dish. By the end, everyone's lips were red and swollen. Later that day, my parents called. Not wanting them to worry, I kept quiet about living with 3 guys and only mentioned that I was about to start at my new school. I was still kind of salty about my parents' earlier objections, so I didn't feel like staying in touch. That didn't stop them from sorting out my enrollment at an international school, though. There, I met a bubbly Korean girl named Harry. She was super friendly and didn't hesitate to strike up a conversation. Before long, we were having lunch together and becoming fast friends. Harry was a blast. She took me to a local Korean market where we tried every kind of street food imaginable. My stomach! I think I overdid it. You okay? Jenny, your place is nearby, right? Can I borrow your bathroom real quick? I froze. How could I possibly let her come over when I was living with 3 guys? Jenny, come on! I can't hold it anymore! Harry was desperate, and there weren't any cafes or public restrooms in sight. Left with no choice, I nervously texted the group asking them to clear out for a bit. When we got to the house, it was empty. I breathed a sigh of relief and led Harry straight to my room. Jenny, who do you live with? I don't see any roommates. Oh, they're out for now. I silently prayed she wouldn't ask more questions, but Harry's curiosity was endless. Whoa, whose piano is this? It's gorgeous! Don't touch that. It's not mine. Let me walk you out. See you tomorrow, okay? Finally, she left, and I was met with 3 pairs of judgmental eyes when the guys returned. I swear it was a one-time emergency. Even though I felt bad, I couldn't help but think they were overreacting. It was like they were avoiding the entire world. Suspicious much? Meanwhile, I'd just started a part-time job at a 7-Eleven. A few days in, I began receiving anonymous threat letters slipped into my bag, no less. The weird part was that I had no clue what I was being threatened about or who was behind it. One night, as I was heading home from work, I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. The footsteps behind me got louder, and suddenly a hand landed on my shoulder. Jeez Louise!
Jenny, it's me. Are you okay?
Lucas! Someone's been sending me threats and following me! The anonymous letters freaked everyone out. The mood in the house turned serious. Come on, guys, it's probably just a prank.
No way! You need to be careful!
Their overly protective vibes made me anxious. It felt like they were hiding something. The next day at school, Harry kept pestering me about coming over again. Even after I politely declined, she wouldn't take no for an answer. Her insistence was starting to feel intense. When I turned her down for the 3rd time, she seemed visibly upset. That afternoon, my mind was consumed by the threat letters.
Watch out!
Before I could react, Daniel pulled me aside just as a potted plant crashed to the ground where I had been standing. Looking up, I caught a glimpse of someone darting back inside. My heart stopped. It was Harry. What the fudge? Just because I didn't invite her over?
You okay?
I nodded, still shaken. For the first time, Daniel didn't look so grumpy. Actually, he seemed kind of handsome? As the crowd of students gathered, Daniel pulled his cap low and grabbed my hand, leading me away from the scene. Once we were back home, I had enough. It's time you guys tell me what's going on!
Alright, we're actually part of a boy band called TOT. We've been laying low because of some issues with obsessive fans.
Wait, what?
We didn't tell you because we didn't want you caught up in our mess. That's also why we were hesitant to let you stay.
Finally, everything clicked. Their group had gone on hiatus due to a dangerous fan situation. They'd even suffered emotional scars, losing their drive to create and perform. I wasn't into K-pop before, but now I was furious about what those so-called fans had done to them. They'd helped me during my toughest times. Now it was my turn to help them. First, I had to deal with Harry, the one who threw the plant. Turns out, she was a hardcore TOT fan. On her first visit, she must have recognized Daniel's signature on his piano. Armed with security footage of her attack, I went straight to the principal. Harry got a disciplinary warning, and just like that, the threat was neutralized. But things got messier. Harry wasn't the only obsessive fan. There was a whole swarm of them lurking in anonymity. Time for a bold move. I posted in the TOT fan group, teasing an appearance by 3 boys. Henry understandably looked worried.
You sure about this?
Trust your fans, Henry. They'll have your back. As expected, the crazies showed up, pushing and shoving like they owned the place. And there was Harry, right in the thick of it. She spotted me instantly. It's her! She's the one living with TOT! The swarm turned their hateful gazes on me. They crowded around, their hostility thick in the air. Harry lunged at me, but I quickly pushed her away, stepping back. My plan was a gamble, and it was all or nothing. Just then, murmurs rippled through the crowd. Another group of people was arriving. These were the true fans, the ones I had quietly reached out to. My secret weapon. I know everyone's excited to see TOT, but we all know why they've been on hiatus. It's because of these toxic fans. The crowd's attention shifted to the obsessive fans. Disgusted glares pierced through them. Under the weight of judgment, they huddled together, heads down. Get lost! We don't need fans like you! Yeah, scram! Humiliated, the toxic fans scattered. Then the music started. TOT's songs filled the air, and everyone joined in, singing their hearts out. I glanced up at a nearby rooftop where the 3 boys stood, taking it all in. They watched their real fans stand up for them and sing their songs. Not long after, I got an invitation to TOT's official comeback concert.
We'd like to dedicate this song to a very special girl as a way of thanking you.
After the concert, life slowly returned to normal. Our time at the shared house came to an end, but we decided to have one last little party together. We were in the middle of eating when I suddenly froze, staring at the TV. My parents were on the news again, this time on an economic program. Nothing unusual. Sometimes they gave interviews. My Korean had improved a bit, enough to catch the ticker scrolling across the bottom. Bankruptcy. I felt like a fool. All this time I'd been living off their support, completely unaware of the company's troubles. I tried calling them, but there was no answer. My chest tightened with worry. I need to go back to the US now. Turns out a senior manager had run off with all the money, leaving the police with no leads. My family was facing a mountain of debt. We were prepping for a press conference to announce the bankruptcy when my mom suddenly burst in with unexpected news. Jenny, can you believe this? We've been invited to organize a massive concert! I couldn't believe my ears. If this was real, a successful concert could save the company. Whose concert, Mom? It's a Korean boy band. His band's name is TOT. I jumped up, overjoyed. I had to see them immediately. This was real. TOT was kicking off their first US tour, right in our hometown. I couldn't wait to attend, this time with my parents by my side.
The car pulled up to school for both me and my sis. Alice hopped in, told the driver to take off, and left me behind. I sprinted after, yelling, "Hey, what about me?" Alice stuck her head out and taunted me. She's such a piece of work. Suddenly, a motorcycle blocked our car. My soul sister Jennifer swooped in, yanked Alice out. Even the driver looked scared of her. "Hey, put me down!" Jennifer winked at me and smirked. Hey, I'm Daisy. I have an older sister named Alice and a soul sister, Jennifer. Before diving into my story, smash that like and subscribe button. Thanks, fam! Our parents are business moguls, so we've always lived large. But they're gone most of the time. In front of them, Alice is all sweet. But once they leave, she's a total snake and tries to get me into all sorts of messes. Last birthday, with my parents overseas, they had this party company throw me an epic bash. I came home to our mansion looking like a Barbie castle. There was a sweet note at the door from them. Hope you love this surprise. Yes, parents for the win. Before the party, I descended the staircase in this blingy princess dress. Everyone was gasping, except for my annoying sis. That jealous glint in her eyes? Ugh. I wish my evil sister would stop playing tricks on me. I went to blow out the candles, but bam! Ah! My face was pushed into the cake. For sure, only one culprit. Lost it, Alice? Look at you. A real snow princess like you always dreamt of as a kid. Do you want to build a snowman? You! Wait for it. Who wants to see Sleeping Snow Queen here? No, no! But she did. On the screen was that embarrassing picture. Are you nuts, Alice? It's not just me. Everyone finds it hilarious. Everyone was laughing at that photo of me. I ran upstairs crying my eyes out. I was mad at Alice, but couldn't do anything. That weekend, I had friends over. We were playing werewolf when Alice strolled by. So many friends. Guess your swimming squad hangs with you just 'cause you're rich. They aren't here, are they? What was she even talking about? I never said that. My friends were giving me these betrayed looks, especially Ken, the guy I'd been crushing on. They were all from my swim team, and the worst part came. Guys, please, let me explain. Don't listen to her. It's all lies.
Can't believe you diss us like that. And to think I've had a thing for you for 2 years.
Ken brushed me off. They all left, even as I tried explaining. How could they trust that crazy sister of mine? She looked all smug and everything. What's your deal? Why do you always mess with me since we were kids? 'Cause you deserve it. What did I ever do to her? One night, I walked out of the movies and my chauffeur was nowhere to be found. I quickly dialed him up.
I'm so sorry, miss. Miss Alice told me I could go home to Texas to visit the family.
Are you serious? Alice, you're dead meat! As I fumbled around, looking all bougie, a couple of thugs started creeping up on me.
Hey girl, hang out with us tonight.
They cornered me against a wall, and I burst into tears. Just then, a badass motorbike screeched to a stop in front of me. Get on, quick. I didn't have time to think much. Quickly climbed into the car before she sped away. I hugged her tightly while showing her the way to my mansion. When I got off, she removed her helmet, and OMG, she's a bombshell. Hey, we didn't get properly introduced. I'm Jennifer. You okay from those goons? Damn, who is this chick? We started chatting, and just as I was about to thank her, my witchy sister shows up to ruin the mood. Get in right now, or I'm locking you out. I ignored her, acting all chill. Alice smirked and started being her usual annoying self. Guess you're sleeping outside then. Just as she tried to close the door, Jennifer wedged her foot in. Leave the door open. Alice looked pissed but let me in. I invited Jennifer in to hang, grateful for the ride home. She declined but promised to visit tomorrow. The next day, we were having a blast in the living room when Alice struts in wearing my dress. Alice, that's my dress! So, everything in this house is mine. She strutted past us, then slipped and crashed to the floor. I saw Jennifer quickly pull her foot back. As Alice struggled to get up, Jennifer held up a banana peel. Take this dress off, or I... Or what? Suddenly, Jennifer dragged Alice into a nearby room. All I heard was Alice yelling, "Get off! What are you doing? Ah! Hand it over. How dare you!" Next, Jennifer emerged with my white dress, while Alice peeked out looking a hot mess. Where did you even find that thing? Thing? You'll regret messing with the wrong person. OMG, Alice looked paler than a ghost. LMAO. First time seeing her scared shitless. It wasn't the last time Jennifer had my back. Once I was chilling with a book when Alice screamed. Turns out, Jennifer had graffitied her car and threatened to paint her head next. From then on, Alice never dared to mess with me. After that, Jennifer and I grew closer. I told her about the humiliation Alice put me through at my birthday party. To my surprise, Jennifer threw me the dopest birthday bash the very next day.
Happy belated, Daisy. Sorry I'm late.
She did everything I had ever dreamt of, but never had. We became so close, we declared ourselves soul sisters. So I hung out with her more and rarely stayed home. But one day, I went to her place and found a bunch of thugs trashing her crib. They pointed at her and yelled.
If you don't pay up soon, you'll regret it.
I rushed to Jennifer worried. She tried to hide it, but the goons spilled. Her dad owed them money, then vanished. How much? I'll cover it. Jennifer was shook. I instantly transferred the dough. To me, it was just the cost of a designer bag. Small price for everything she'd done. Luckily, that got the goons off her back.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
As we cleaned up, I found a childhood pic of me. What on earth is going on? Did Jennifer know me before? Jennifer? God, she was crying. What the hell? She looked guilty and began sobbing harder. Then out of nowhere, she grabbed my hand and said,
I'm so sorry, Daisy.
I'm your biological mother. Oh my God, how did this even happen? I'm the girl with the rich parents and annoying older sister. Where did this other mom come from all of a sudden? I froze, plopping down onto the floor. What Jennifer told me next was even more shocking. Jennifer said I was an unexpected pregnancy. She couldn't raise me, so she left me at that rich mansion. Luckily, my adoptive parents loved me.
I'm so sorry I couldn't be there for you.
I'm not my parents' biological kid? Is that why Alice always hated me? I couldn't accept this truth and told Jennifer I needed some time to think before heading home. The next day, Jennifer was at my door. Fearing my parents would be upset, I ran out to confront her.
I just want to be there for you without interfering in your life.
Honestly, I didn't know what to do. I wasn't ready to tell my parents. They'd probably be shocked. And I loved them so much. I never imagined having another mom. But all my worries seemed pointless as they appeared, having witnessed everything. Mom? Dad? Turns out, Alice snitched that I was hanging out with some bad influence woman. So once they came back to town, they wanted to see who the sister was. I intended to introduce Jennifer just as a friend, but she cut me off.
I'm the one who left Daisy at the mansion. I'm her real mother.
Both my parents and I were stunned. Jennifer went on about how and where she left me. Then she dropped another bomb.
Daisy wants to live with me now,
But I'm not wealthy.
I hope for some financial support.
Holy crap! Jennifer's lost it! I never said that! And y'all, it's not like I prefer riches to rags, but Jennifer spoke without consulting me. Ugh, I really don't want to leave my adoptive parents. Suddenly, she grabbed my hand.
Don't you want to live without Alice? She's been nothing but trouble, right?
Jennifer was right. I didn't. Maybe it'd be better without Alice. Seeing my hesitation, my parents began to speak.
Daisy, if you truly want to live with your birth mother, then...
Suddenly, Alice pointed accusingly at Jennifer. She's not Daisy's real mom. She's a scammer. Alice dramatically ushered in the cops. Oh Lord, what now? The police swiftly arrested Jennifer. Later, Jennifer confessed. She lived with my biological mother, who died a year ago. She heard about me from her and plotted to approach and scam me. Fortunately, Alice found out before my parents gave her a large sum of money. As Jennifer's behavior was too suspicious, she asked her bodyguard to quietly investigate and accidentally discover the truth. Crazy, right? Why would my annoying sister help me out like that? Why did you help me? At first, I was jealous because you were getting all the love. But when you got close to that scammer, I just got irritated. You missed me, huh? Dream on. I did it because I care about our parents' money. But deep down, she always considered me family. I'm still in shock about my biological mom, but with the love I get from my family now, I'll get through it. Jennifer was arrested for fraud. Alice and I bonded more. Our life suddenly became eerily peaceful without Alice's pranks. So sometimes I took the initiative to give her some pranks. Daisy!